Hey everyone, welcome. Today is finally the day that I am going to decorate the front porch. I have had my same trees on the front porch since Christmas, just kind of like tweaked them for winter decor, but it is clearly sprinter. I'm gonna go with that because yesterday I froze my tail off at Christian's golf tournament. But I kind of did that to myself. I didn't take the appropriate stuff that I normally do. I got bamboozled by the weather looking way more warm than what it was, and so that's my own fault, but fool me once. So what we are going to do today is get everything cleared off on the porch. I'm going to spray it down, get all the cobwebs off, all of the dust, all of the pollen, all of the yucky stuff that just comes about through the winter season. So we're gonna get that cleared off, and then I've got some goodies here laid out already, with the exception of Christian's protein shakes that came. And so I am ready to get this done. I have wanted to do this for weeks, and the weather has not allowed me to do that. Today is the warmest day this week, and honestly, the only day that I can do it because Christian has another tournament tomorrow. Chloe has a track meet on Friday. My in-laws are coming on Friday, and this weekend is prom. So there you go. We've got to get it, of course, done before prom so that we can take the prom photos on the designated porch. So let's see. Let me just kind of walk you through like my thought process, what I want to do, how I plan to go about it, and then we will just get right into this. I have a short amount of time to be able to do this because tonight is small group / Bible study. For those of you that ask me what small group is, we do a dinner together from 6:30 to 7:30 every Wednesday, and then from 7:30 to 8:30 is when we do our Bible study portion of it. So we are always the ones that host it, and so I need to scurry real fast here so that things are not in a disarray. I already have, I've already got my like forks and spoons, all the stuff that we need for dinner tonight laid out, so that I'm kind of ahead of the game before I start this. But I have got about 2 hours before people are going to touch my steps here. All right, so here is what the plan is. Oh, good, okay. So I ordered this from Walmart this morning, and I need to put this on the screened porch out there by the grill, because this is where those like pellets or whatever for the pellet grill go in instead of the bags. That way we can kind of get that area cleaned up. Okay, so let me spin around here. This is the current state, and it's just sad. It's so sad. Everything is dusty and just weathered. My trees are just in a disarray. They've got bird doo-doo in them because a bird perched in our garland, if you remember, at Christmas time and wanted us apparently to remember that. So there's that. I need to get this rug moved out of here. I got a different one that is not covered in just dirt and stuff from the season. I get them so cheap at Ross that I do not feel bad using them and then donating them. I don't know. I like change. Obviously, you guys know that. And so is it $39? Let me see. What did we pay for this? $34.99 for this Nautica outdoor rug. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap that out. This little guy here too, I am going to get all shook out, cleaned. This will go downstairs, the little rug that is, and I will bring that out again in the fall. The pots I am not going to use for, hold on, Day, come here. I am not going to use for my summer and spring decor, so I will get those taken downstairs. We'll move the new ones out and bring the new ones in. I obviously need to spray down this and get all of the pollen off of there. I need to wipe down the lanterns. Normally I will like clean out in the rocks and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to table that for another day because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have time to do that before everybody comes. And then the same thing over here. I'm not sure about a wreath situation. Right now I have this one up here that I've had for winter, and I'm not going to keep it there, but I don't really have a replacement right at the present second. So there's this little gal over here. Day, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can we all just take a moment to look at this beautiful tree? I love this tree. It's this one right here. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It is so nice out here. It's, I think, supposed to get up to like 78 today, and I am here for it. It was cloudy this morning, so I'm super thankful for the sun. And now we've got this tree right here. I'm obsessed with it too. Oh, and we have a football down there. Perfect. Okay, Day, do you want to go back inside? Do you want to go inside? Okay, let's go. All right, so what I am going to do is get everything off of the porch here, and then I will get the bench sprayed down. That way it can be drying while we are doing everything else, and we are going to get this place decorated. next day. Porch is all done, patio is all refreshed, all of that stuff is finished, but now we are moving into prom weekend, which is today. So today is Saturday, what is today? The 12th? We don't know. Around about Saturday the 12th. And like I said, it's prom. So we've already been to church. For those of you that don't know, we are Seventh-day Adventists. We go to church on Saturday, and that is our Sabbath. But we are now transitioning into go time for prom. So I got Christian's, tie and his little like handkerchief thing steamed and ready to go. Suit and shirt that we already had done. And then I am just getting ready, excuse me, voice is still wonky, but it's getting better. I am getting ready to make the wristlet corsage for Christian's girlfriend. So I wanted to show you really quick, just kind of what I've gotten to make that, kind of how I'm planning on putting it together. Fingers crossed, it's going to turn out. And that way, if you have to make one for either upcoming prom or weddings or whatever the case, then maybe you could find this helpful. So let me really quick show you what I have and how we're gonna do it. All right, so we've got all of our supplies here. The main color for accent is maroon or burgundy, whatever you wanna call it today. So we got these roses, and then I thought I would try to figure out how to kind of incorporate this as well. The theme is, what is it, Chloe? Sunset in the city, yeah. And so I thought that would be kind of pretty to do. And then we got these little berries, some baby's breath, and I'll see if I can incorporate these as well. And then I just got this little wristlet holder, and I got them in a pack of, I don't even know how many are here. It says under this, maybe. No, I don't think it does. Anyway, I got this for, I think it was like $7.99 or $9.99. And then we've got our hot glue. So I am going to just kind of walk you guys through how I'm going to do this. I really don't 100% know how I'm going to do this, so you're going to be journeying along with me, but I know for sure that it's going to be a whole lot cheaper than what I would have paid if I would have had it made. All right, so I've got all of my supplies here together, kind of separated as to what I'm going to be needing. The first thing that I want to do is to make the ribbon. Where are my scissors? Here we go. I got too many things going on over here. All right, so the accent color is maroon, like I said, but then she also has a little bit of like silver rhinestone on her dress as well. Her dress is black. So I thought that this ribbon would be really pretty as well. I think that will be much better than this one. I got this, but I think that's gonna be too large. So what I am going to do first is make my ribbons. So what you're gonna do first is grab your ribbon. You want about this much out on the end. You're gonna loop it in, just like that. Grab it behind your thumb and your pointer finger. Then you're gonna twist it, bring it down to the end, and you want the same amount on each side, just like that. Then you're gonna twist it again, and you're just gonna keep doing this for about, I would say we probably want about 3 ribbons on each side with this, because we also have the silver as well. These are pretty similar in size. Then you're just gonna cut that off. And then you're gonna take a piece of, where did it go? Here it is. your wire, and you're just gonna put that right under your thumb, bend this down, and you're just gonna secure it in the middle. And then bring it around back here, just like that. And then you're just gonna basically twist it like a twisty tie. And we're gonna add the same ribbon into this. So you don't wanna clip off your strings yet. So we're gonna get that other ribbon and we're gonna do the same thing, but a little bit shorter, because it is going to be kind of more of the overlay onto the maroon. And this one I am only going to do 3. And then I will cut it off. And so this we are going to lay on top of our maroon and then just wrap our string, or our wire rather, around that. And then twist it like a twisty tie. And don't worry that you can see the wire, you won't be able to when this is all done. All right. So we've got these two here. And we're just gonna kind of spray them out a little bit. Where's it at? There we go. All right, just like that. And when we lay it down, it will lay a lot differently. Right now, it's just kind of cattywampus because there's nowhere for the little loops to go. So that will look a lot different when we put it on top of the corsage thing. But what I do with my ends is I just cut them off at a slant, just like I do when I show you guys when I make a wreath. I literally do the same thing with the tails on this. There it is. All right, and that part is done. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is wrap our ribbon around the corsage. There are little indentions right here on the wristlet. And so what we're gonna do is just set this on top, and then we are gonna take our wire and just wrap it around the wristlet, just like this. And then we don't need these because we're not wiring all of this together. Those are if you are only wiring. We are going to be gluing the flowers on here, so those don't pertain to us, but I like bending them in because then it just secures the wire that the ribbon is tied to. Just makes me feel a little bit better that it is secure. Now, because I do not want this part here to show, I am going to just take some floral tape and we are going to just wrap this so that you cannot see the metal underneath. And we'll just kind of bring it through here to the other side and wrap it over here as well. It just kind of ties everything off, makes it look a little bit more finished. And you don't have to worry about the metal rubbing into the person's skin that is wearing it. It's just a lot better. There, just like that. And that is what it will look like for the time being. Obviously, these ribbons are not where they're going to go, but they are secure at this point. And then we will just kind of fluff them out as we add the florals to it. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is pop off some of these leaves. And this is what we are going to cover the base with. So I want 4 because I want to go all the way around the metal part, and I am going to cut the bottom just like this. That way I can get it as snug as I can up into this part of the corsage. And you're gonna wanna move pretty quickly. Because as you know, hot glue dries pretty fast. And the whole time that you're doing this, you are going to want to just be pulling your ribbon up into the middle because you want it all in the center of your leaves. All right, so that is what it looks like right now. We've got that all around the base. This is what it looks like underneath. All right, next we are going to place our florals, our flowers, and I don't want to be holding this while I'm doing it, so I'm just kind of makeshifting a holder here. If you have like a bracelet holder or something like that, you can definitely use that as well, but this is just kind of my cheap version, and I think it's going to work just fine. I want to kind of separate my ribbon here just a little bit. Nothing that like needs to be structured or anything like that, but I just want to make sure that they're separated enough so that when I see them, when I go to put my flowers on, I kind of know where I want these to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one flower in the center, and then we are going to do 4 smaller flowers around the outside. So since the main color is the maroon, what I want to do is take one of our red roses, and you're going to pop off these guard flowers. And actually, you're gonna wanna cut it pretty much all the way up to the quick first. And then I just pop off the guard flowers here. It makes it look cleaner, and it makes the rose a little bit smaller, so it's easier to kind of maneuver. It's not as big and cumbersome. And we're gonna stick that right here in the center. And we're just gonna take some of our hot glue and plop it right down in the middle. And then we're just gonna give that kind of a little push. And then we are going to go ahead and pare down our other color flowers. So like I said, you wanna get that all the way up to the quick, and then take off your guard petals. And then we are just going to arrange these in the same way around the red flower. And I'm gonna pare these down quite a bit because I want them to remain an accent and not the main focal point. So let me really quick get these popped on here, and then I will show you what it looks like once we're finished adding the orange flowers. All right, so I've got all of that on here just like this, and now what we need to do is add the filler. So I went ahead and got some of these berries right here. And so we're just gonna pop those off and stick those inside. And we're gonna cut this low enough that we can just stick some glue on it and pop them right inside. So we have that just like that. And then lastly, we are going to add some baby's breath. So we're just gonna clip off some of the sprigs here. And we'll see kind of how we need to pop them in. I've got it just like that, and then we're just gonna kind of poke those into the little holes and fill in any areas that you can see either glue or down to the bottom or the metal, just anything that looks unfinished. Is what it looks like. Now I need to run and get Chloe so that I can use her wrist to see what it looks like on. All right, so Chloe is being my model for the moment, and this is what it looks like. She said this is a good size for a corsage, so I will take her word for it. You can like shake around and it doesn't feel like perfect. Okay, we've got our corsage down. Okay, so I went ahead and added, I don't remember which ones it was, but one area looked a tiny bit unfinished. So I went ahead and added a couple more little leaves to it. But this is what it looks like. And then a while back, like maybe when Christian was a sophomore, I bought a bunch of these containers because I always make either his or the girls' corsage or boutonniere. And so this way I just have everything that I need here. And then I I can just set this in here just like that. And then obviously this just comes down. I need to make sure everything is situated in there before I shut it, but this is what it looks like.